arrive at the military blockade, the message is clear. The Nox event is contained. I repeat, the Nox event is contained.
Imagine this. It's 1993 and the zombie apocalypse starts in your local town. People are getting sick and the virus goes airborne. And 95% of the population will fall to the infection. But the 5%, including you, who are immune to the airborne infection, can still fall to the death through bites. And is it even possible to survive this? Probably not. But Project Zombie lets you try. Today, me and my buddy Zach decided to play one of the most realistic and visually questioning zombie games of all time as a series. We have one life, so if one of us dies, we stay dead. If we both die, the series is over. We'll also only be able to talk to each other through game chat, whether we're close to each other or using radios. We also added a bunch of mods that make the game more immersive and interesting. Don't worry, we didn't add any overpowered mods or anything like that. And to up the ante, we also enabled sprinters, which are more active at nighttime. Also, our goal is to make a base in Louisville. So, you could imagine how that's gonna go. I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you guys do, please make sure to like and subscribe. It'd really mean a lot to us, and it'll show that you guys want us to keep this series going. And with all that being said, this is the story of how we died. Alright, for those who are interested, this is my build. The thin skin, slow healer, prone to illness, weak stomach. I got a bunch of good ones, and then I got a real kick in the head. So, for context, a real kick in the head is a perk that makes it so I spawn with a bullet in the head. Similar to the character in Fallout New Vegas, which, by the way, I'm totally gonna make a video on. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. If I die immediately, this is gonna be the shortest.
Yeah, you didn't think that through, did you? If you don't make it to the fire department, you're fucked.
Yeah, not my brightest idea. You see, my plan was to spawn with that perk so I get a bunch of points, and to spawn in Rosewood. Rosewood has a fire department that has tons of medical supplies that are easily accessible. The problem, I don't know the map that well, and I don't know where I'm gonna spawn. So if I don't get to that fire department in time, I'm dead. Stubble or no stubble? Stubble or no stubble? Stubble or no stubble? No stubble. This is how you died. Not today, bitch. We're gonna make it until we die of old age. Wait, that's still dying. You know what? We're gonna become immortal. The moment I loaded into the game, I was already against the clock. I had to get to the fire department and get myself fixed up before I died. But first, I had to get to place, and even get there was gonna be a challenge because of sprinters. Oh my fuck. Me and Zach are not good with sprinters, so I had to be very careful. Get out of my face. Oh, okay. Leather strips. Oh no, I'm all out of adhesive bandages. Okay. Things were bad. I didn't have any clean bandages, so my wound could get infected, and if I didn't cover it up at all, I would obviously bleed to death. And to top it all off, sprinters freaked me the fuck out, so whenever I encountered one, I would panic. No. Okay, I didn't get bit, right? I didn't get bit. Okay. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh, you gotta be fucking me. So what happened was I jumped the fence too fast, and when I did that, I cut my leg and I ended up dropping my main weapon. And because I was injured, I was limping. If I run into any sprinters, I would not be able to outrun them. I somehow made my situation even worse than when I started. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so there's a fence, like, on the backyard of this house. It leads to the fire department. If I jump it, it's gonna be, I don't know if I'll even be able to jump this fence since I'm hurt, but I'm hoping I could. Actually, let me check. Okay, it looks somewhat safe. After approaching the fire department, there were a few zombies on the sides of the building, but nothing I couldn't handle. And after finally clearing it out, I finally went inside, got that bullet out of my head, and fixed my wounds. I was gonna be okay. Oh yes! Alright, we have dealt with the bullet. Okay, now our biggest problem is now dealt with. We are gonna be okay. Probably. Meanwhile, after Zach made his build, here's a quick look at it by the way. He then spawned in, and he was in a bit of a pickle right off the bat. He also had the bullet in the head perk, and he had a first aid kit with no time to use it. Zach then decided to do some quick thinking. He got in a car, quickly fixed himself up. By pure luck, he searched the trunk of a nearby truck and found a fucking fire axe, which greatly turned the tides in his favor. After Zach somewhat secured the motel and fixed himself up, his next goal was to get a working vehicle. Unfortunately, all the cars Zach had near him were all out of gas, so if he wanted gas, he had to walk far out to a gas station that is not close, but was his only source of fuel. Alright, so as you see here, Zach's walking, killing, yep, walking. I would have had Zach talking, but he didn't talk a lot during his playthrough, so we're just walking, yeah, killing, there we go, Zach, yep, get some closer, some, yep, walk, yep, keep her going, yeah, you're doing great, yep, jump a fence, yeah, yes, yeah, right, yep, yeah, keep walking, yes, keep walking, yes, kill, yeah, walk. Zachary is a professional Project Zomboid player, you can tell. And he's here. After Zach finally got to the gas station, there were a few zombies, but nothing he couldn't take care of. The first thing Zach did after he cleared all the zombies was feast. My boy was starving. So he fucking, it was like a buffet at the gas station. Meanwhile, yoink, prosthetic arm, yoink. Oh my god, I'm just prepared. After dealing with a bullet in my head, I then looked around the fire department and find where they keep all their gear. So naturally, I helped myself to a full set of firefighter gear and an axe. An axe that I didn't find out of a fucking truck bed. But besides that tad bit of saltiness, I decided to clear out the fire department. Idiot. After fully clearing out the fire department, I finally made myself at home on the second floor of the building. Alright, I don't think we could put it on the bread, the peanut butter and honey. So I'm just gonna eat them separately. Meanwhile, after Zach enjoyed his time at the all-you-can-eat gas station, I shot him a text so we can go to bed. Zach then went into the storage closet of the gas station, barricaded himself, and we finally went to bed. When I woke up with a plan. I had a few goals set for the day. One of them being getting a vehicle, and then number 2 being looting the police station across the street from me. Now, getting a working vehicle is not a problem. So most of the vehicles near me were in good condition, and one of them was even unlocked. However, they all had either little to no gas in them. However, as if I had luck crawling out of my ass, I found a full jerry can inside the fire department that I did not notice. So my gas problems were quickly solved. Okay, a walkie-talkie. Okay, I need to grab that. When it came to me and Zach finding each other, we kinda made it intentionally difficult to keep things interesting. Me and Zach agreed on radio channels, we would use channels 100 through 150, any one of those in between. So we would have a tough time finding each other's radio channels. And to make things even worse, at the time of the recording, we did not know where we were. Well, I didn't know where Zach was. And we agreed that we would leave notes for each other in every town's church. So I would hope every town that I went to, I would either find a note from him or I would leave one for him. Meanwhile, the moment Zach woke up, he sat down and started doing some morning reading. Like a nerd. After finishing his book, he finally filled up that jerry can he had and finally had some gas for the vehicles back at the motel. It was gonna be a long walk back. He then started walking south when he randomly ran into a fucking diner, which then he spent like 5 minutes in the back just making sandwiches. After Zach's little sandwich quest, he randomly found a tow truck slightly south of the diner, and after checking it, he saw it was actually in pretty good condition. He then wrote a letter and left it for me in the auto shop, which... what the fuck, Zach? After Zach finally gassed up his tow truck, he was finally on the road. One step closer to finding me. Meanwhile, I had a vehicle, but I knew that wasn't going to be enough to get me to safety. The runners were just too quick, they were too much for me to handle, especially alone. So I made a run for the police station, hoping to be able to unlock the armory. And lucky for me, one of the zombies I killed had a key. I opened the door and Holy shit, was I not disappointed. There was guns for days. But, even with these supplies, I knew my chances of finding Zach were slim. The world was just too big and there was just too many factors into play. But despite all these damn odds, I knew we were going to try our best. After all, we're only human. And our story is just getting started.